What is something that you see? Because we're in club baseball, we see it every single day, and I feel like you are more of like a Switzerland than anything else. Like you can see everything pretty much at a far distance and see what the community's doing. What do you think is going really well for the baseball and softball community right now?
Oof. I would say the amount of people that are so open and willing to sharing information. I mean, podcasts like this, right? Like these are opportunities, whether 10 people or 10,000 people listen, somebody's getting value, and you never know who's watching. And so there's so many coaches. We go to a lot of small town communities, and you're spot on. We are the Switzerland. Right? It's really nice to be the Switzerland, but sometimes like I want to be on a team too, like where I'm like,
Yeah.
this is us, right? But regardless of that, it's we go to a lot of small towns, and a lot of the people in the small towns have limited access to people. One coming in, camp opportunities, showcases, those things, and even just quality coaching. Now, there's some great coaches in those areas who want to get better, and they've utilized social media and YouTube, really, and TikTok to find drills and things that they can do with their teams and their athletes. And so I think that's a huge piece. And they always tell us, like, hey, we're always looking for more stuff. Like they're so eager to learn. It's just they need somebody out there to be the messenger and guide them to where they want to be. And so I think that's what's going really well with our community, at least from my perspective, is a lot of people being open about it and sharing what they do. You see on Twitter a lot of coaches, hey, here's what we do for our meditation before a game, or our hitting process, or here's our approach, or here's what our BP round look like. And it's just ways for you to pick and choose things that you like to put into your own program and put it into your own ways. So I think it's something that we're doing really well, and it's never been more competitive. And you can look at it as a good thing or a bad thing. I see it as a good thing just because we have so much competition here. But more importantly, if you really want to play at the professional level, I don't know what the stats are, but I believe it's over 50% of my professional baseball is not from America, right? And I could be wrong on that, right? But I'm pretty sure I heard something on that lines of like there's so many people from other countries who are now in our game, and they're doing it year round. And so for us, we've got to find ways to keep being progressive and help each other. And I think the baseball community has really rallied around that too.
And what's one thing that is a negative on the community right now that you'd like to see fixed?
It's a tough one. There's a couple ones. I think it comes from the parents sometimes, right? And I don't want to throw parents under the bus, because parents, if they don't pay for it, we don't have kids, right? There's no kids out there playing, and so they have a huge role in this. And there's so many amazing supportive parents, but there are a lot of pressure on these kids to succeed and to be professional athletes at the age of 13. And I see it here in Arizona. Phoenix has so many things. It's like, it's so watered down. There's thousands of travel teams. There's so many different things going on here that these kids have access to, which is a good thing. But unfortunately, a lot of these parents are forcing these 11, 12, 13, even 10, 9-year-old kids to act like a big leaguer. Like, your goal should be to have as much fun as you can and to stay in the game after 12 or 13 years old. And if you're good enough in high school, you're going to get seen. We're going to help you. Hopefully there's some good teams that you can go play for and those things to go get seen. But if you're in a state like ours, you're going to get seen at some point, right? And at that point, cool, it becomes more of a job for you and you go fulfill your passion. But in the youth baseball specifically, I think that's where we're missing the gap is, and we need to be there to support and encourage. We need to discipline and hold them accountable, right? We can miss that piece either. But I'm sorry, your son's not a big leaguer just because they're PG All-American at age 13. Like, nothing's been proven. You still got to go to high school and you still got to grow and become your own. So I think we're missing the boat a little bit there, where we just sometimes it's not even knowing that we're putting pressure on them. It's just things that we say or do or how we act, but just putting a little too much pressure on our kids. And I think there's good things with that. But when it's overwhelming and overbearing and just like military boot camp style sometimes, man, we need to have freedom to compete. And so for athletes, man, if they have a positive environment that they like to go to and they want to go to and they want to go train with you, that's where we're hitting the boat, and that's where we're doing really good.